Okay, imagine you're settling in on your couch, ready for another night of heart-pounding action, emotional drama, and maybe a few tears. What's the one thing that would totally ruin that vibe? If your favorite character, the one you've been rooting for through thick and thin, suddenly vanished into thin air. That's why the latest news from the One Chicago universe is such a breath of fresh air, right? All our beloved leads are officially locked in for the upcoming seasons, and honestly, it feels like winning the lottery. No more nail-biting. No more will they or won't they regarding our heroes' contracts. We can all finally breathe a collective sigh of relief, knowing that the heart and soul of Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med are sticking around. Why consistency is our comfort food in TV. Think about it. We invest so much of ourselves in these shows. We've watched Kelly Severide rush into burning buildings, seen Hank Voight walk that razor-thin line between right and wrong, and trusted Dr. Charles to untangle the most complex psychological puzzles. These aren't just characters. They're almost like friends we invite into our homes every week. Procedural dramas like our One Chicago favorites thrive on this delicate balance. Sure, we love a good standalone emergency or a gripping new case, but what truly keeps us glued to our screens, coming back year after year, is that deep emotional connection to the core cast. Losing a central figure isn't just a plot point. It's a disruption to the rhythm we've grown to love. It would risk alienating us, the loyal fans who've been there through every explosion, every shootout, and every medical emergency. The One Chicago universe has definitely seen its share of goodbyes. We've shed tears over heartbreaking exits like Brian Otis Zvonsic, and we've been surprised by departures like Dr. Connor Rhodes. But the fact that our current leads are staying put, that's NBC telling us they get it. They understand that while new faces and fresh dynamics are great, the core foundation, the very heart of each show, needs to remain intact. Supporting characters might come and go, but the soul of these shows, that's staying right where it belongs. Unfinished business, because we crave those payoffs. Let's be real, we're all still buzzing about those cliffhangers from the last season. And now, with our core cast confirmed, those tantalizing, unresolved storylines finally have the space to unfold exactly as they should. Chicago Fire, Season 14. What about Severide and Stella's marriage? That undercover work really threw a wrench in things, didn't it? And with Violet Mikami stepping up as paramedic in charge, is there going to be some friendly tension with Sylvie Brett? We've got questions, and now we know we'll get answers. Chicago PD, Season 13. The fallout from Haley Upton's departure is still fresh. Will Torres fully earn Voight's trust? And how in the world will intelligence handle all that scrutiny from internal affairs after everything they've been through? We're on the edge of our seats. Chicago Med, Season 11. Dr. Charles' personal struggles, especially with his daughter's mental health, are such a poignant part of the show. And let's not forget Dr. Marcel and Dr. Asher's relationship. New obstacles are definitely on the horizon. Plus, Sharon Goodwin's leadership is always being tested as the hospital faces some seriously systemic challenges. Imagine if our beloved characters weren't coming back. These arcs would either be abruptly cut short or just left hanging forever. Talk about unsatisfying. But now, the writers have the green light to craft meaningful payoffs, to give us the resolution we crave, all while introducing fresh, new conflicts to keep us hooked. It's a win-win. The crossover magic. Let the shenanigans begin. One of the absolute coolest things about the One Chicago franchise is how all these incredible stories intertwine. Remember that 3-show crossover in 2025? Pure magic. It brought back all the energy and excitement of past events like Infection and When to Let Go. And now, with all our leads returning, the door is flung wide open for even more ambitious crossovers. Can you imagine a citywide disaster, like a massive terrorist threat or a catastrophic storm, that pulls all 3 departments into a single epic storyline? Or maybe a serialized criminal case that spans Fire, PD, and Med. The return of these key players ensures that any crossover will carry incredible emotional weight. Just picture it. Severide and Stella caught in a crisis, while Voight's team races against time, and Dr. Charles is counseling victims as Med's ER is overflowing. That's the kind of high-stakes, deeply personal storytelling we live for.